first half of our session spent in the tomb and the treasure room. What lies on the other side of this mysterious wall, hidden door? Can you see anything yet, Saga?
Mm-mm. It's still dark.
Oh, why is it not? Oh, it's going to be angry with me. We're going to break the map to make this work easier, so whatever works.
That's not good.
Yeah, it works. Not sure what I must have put in. Okay.
Alright, I'm seeing a little bit of... Oh. Huh.
There we go. Alright.
Huh. So... Those are spider webs.
There's a lot of... Okay, well, first off, as you glance out into the caves, without stepping into them quite yet, you see not very much. Despite your dark vision, you can see just occasional white transitioning against the gray of these cobwebs in various directions. Objects scattered across the floor. Can't really make them out from this position. But it opens into a pretty massive chamber that you can see, far bigger than the room you're in. And I will say, well, Arbor, you can't see shit in there without dark vision. Irua's not in the room, and Krellin at the moment, you just can barely glance that these doors have opened, and all you can see is the door that opened. Can't see into the chamber yet.
Percy will communicate back to, the two that are in there with her what she sees. Considering this is the room with the fake coins, this might be the trap room?
You want to try the other side?
Yeah, let's go do that. I don't want to step into... There's gonna be spitters.
Alright. You backing out of the room?
Yeah, she's gonna go test the other room. It's gonna take a step away from the wall. And then, does anything happen just to be safe?
Nope. Doors just stay sitting open with just an eerie, cold, chilled wind coming out of this chamber.
Yeah, that's not terrifying at all. She's gonna go and start walking out of the room.
Wait.
Yeah, she's gonna just I'm not dealing with spiders.
I'm just gonna check on Irua. I want to make sure he's okay.
I'm gonna check on the other room.
All right, that it for your turn, Percy?
Yeah.
All right, back to the top of the order, Arbor. Percy backs out, leaving you just faced with a dark chamber ahead of you. Krellin standing by the side. What do you want to do?
I'm going to walk up. I'm gonna ask. Ask Percy if I can take a look at that. If I can hold the amulet, basically.
No.
All right.
Let me check out this other chamber because it's like this. I'm just gonna point at the room behind her. This room feels like a trap room. The fake gold leads into this weird spider cave.
This all feels like a trap. And
No, who knows? They might have. What was it? Hayden and the lady might have conspired to kill a bunch of people. I don't know what this woman's up to.
I wouldn't put it past her. And then
Hadley, sorry. I was like trying to. I was reading about Hadrian's Wall earlier, so I couldn't remember the name.
just because he can, Arbor's gonna switch places with his echo again.
All right.
Then I'll make a perception check in this room.
Okay. Roll away.
Alright, check it out. Ooh. Do I spot a similar door here?
Don't forget the default.
You don't find footprints in this room, but you do find the same seam that Krellin had pointed out in the last room.
Interesting. I wonder if the footprints in the other room are genuine, like genuine traffic of people passing by, or if they're also planted.
He says to himself.
Yes, I say Arbor in his infinite wisdom thinks to himself.
I mean, Percy's on the same wavelength too, so. Hello. Maybe it was the last people who tried to steal from her.
Also a possibility. And then I'm going to move my echo actually back into this room.
Okay.
I can keep switching back and forth as much as I need.
There you go. Anything else from you, Arbor?
Nope.
All right, Krellin. Left alone with Shadow Arbor.
Can I make a perception check looking into that room with all the cobwebs and stuff?
Yep.
Oof.
Don't forget your D4.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that. 13's not too bad.
Good improvement. With a 13, mostly all you make out is, even with your dark vision, is the subtle differences in color between gray, what appears to be stone surfaces, just cave surfaces, and then on occasion these white masses that appear to be some form of cobwebs. Nothing beyond that with the 13.
Oh, yeah, he'll just kind of peek around, turn to the echo and be like, I guess you're watching out here. And he'll go his 50 feet.
Nobody wants to go in the chamber. I thought Krellin would go just sneak around in the shadows in there.
He lights the dark, but that's just creepy. Yeah, that'll be his turn.
right. Ira, back with your shield. Watching everybody coming out and coming back through this chamber, and everybody seems to be going to a different room now.
Yeah. Irua will go ahead and walk by kind of this like sentinel soldier, the gatekeeper, and he's gonna like tap on it slightly, kind of look towards everyone else and say, are we sure that we're safe from these things? They did hit quite hard.
You want to drag him over and throw him in the lava?
Not particularly. It could pull itself out with red hot heat and attack us. Quite worse. And he'll already gesture to the fact that he's pretty beaten up at this point. Would everybody mind maybe communicating vocally what exactly it is that we're doing? It seems that we're working in secrets and turned backs, and I thought that we were supposed to be working as a team, at least for the time being.
We are. We're trying to figure out what the way forward is.
Arbor, you're in the next room.
I have dog hearing.
Well, from what I can tell, this lady appears broke. Most valuable things may be these darts that she has for this vault of illusions and junk.
So, as far as I can tell, this room behind us, when it's this initial point, the one with the gold in there is fake. Everything on pedestals is junk in that room. Everything on pedestals in that room is junk. The one with the fake gold leads onto this giant cave full of big-ass spider webs, and I think this is a trap room. There's these weird footsteps going into a wall. Could be fake, could be real, could be the last who tried to steal from her. We're gonna just double check this one. Has the same door, but leads to a maybe less, possibly deadly space. To be fair, I think the rest of the three of us were pretty well on the same page. You've been in and out of the room, so...
Yes, I have. I immediately regretted, and Iru is just kind of like, his attention's kind of like broken. Do you all hear that? And I'll kind of point back towards the lava pit room that we had entered from.
I don't hear anything.
Give me a perception check if you're trying to hear. Do you hear what I hear?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, dropped one, I suppose. So.
Add the D4.
Arbor is
No.
also the farthest away.
That's true.
Percy, Arbor. No, don't know what he's talking about. Krellin, you hear footsteps on stone coming from back out in the chamber you guys came from. The lava pit's chamber, most likely. Multiples.
I did hear that. We are probably expecting some friends.
Can we close the door? And we'll look towards Percy.
I mean, sure, but it also will cut out I mean... I'm gonna think for a second. Yeah, we can close the door. Shit, do I have to walk up to it to close it?
I mean, you haven't closed any personally. They've been
I should've been
automatically
doing
closing
that.
after you guys left the chambers.
Well, they were closing automatically.
Yeah.
This is the door into the tomb is, and the
Wait,
other,
I think
well,
we...
all
didn't
four
we-
of the doors you've opened in here have not closed yet.
Didn't we close, in the first chamber we went, didn't we close the first door that went into there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we haven't really closed any since.
Yeah.
Alright, that's not too bad. Is it... just like a normal door? Can anyone close it?
Appears like somebody can just push it closed.
We'll try. Yeah, go ahead and close the door. I don't see why you need me to do it.
So, just to confirm, these are the doors that have been the grinding of gears, the stone on stone, like opening from the key itself?
Presumably.
Wait, that's the two doors
Or just
in the chamber.
Percy's natural personality has just been opening them, but
Yeah,
yes,
that's the door that
opening with
Irua is talking about. So I guess it's not a normal door that we can just close.
Yeah, I'm talking about this door, like going into the chamber from the lava chamber.
yeah, either of these ones down below, leading back out to the lava pits, either one of those chambers, those doors have been those ones that have had the whirring of gears, but they appear like something that if you put enough force to it, you probably could push them shut. I mean, Irua's a little bit weaker than he typically is.
Irua will hold up limp arms and say, Percy, please, do not dispute this.
Alright, I mean, when it's my turn next, isn't it? So.
Yeah, you're up after Irua.
So
I
that's...
will prep to help Percy, though.
Okay.
Should she move in on the doors?
Yeah. Percy will go up to the door and try to see if she can just, like, close it with the key. I mean, one really does wonder what this bitch is hiding for out here.
As you move to the door, looking out down the hallway, you see Ornith and a human marching across the lava pit bridge, heading in your direction, and they start to pick up pace as they see you.
And they're just being able to pass.
What?
They're just like able to pass. Like nothing's trying to knock them down. No
Oh, no.
fire.
The fire is still going.
They're heading across it, and those fireballs are still going. So,
All right, can Percy close the door?
Percy still looks like.
Yeah, she still looks like the lady. She's still under disguise.
the door doesn't move in response to you walking up to it.
Can you grab it and close it?
You want to attempt to give me an athletics with advantage since Ira is helping?
Sure.
Get that D4 too.
Yeah.
Advantage, where is athletics? Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah,
And then
there
I'll
we go.
add D4. Oh, come on, it'd be nice if that actually rolled. Okay. Ooh, 25.
Alright. Max, you can get out of that. The two of you just like push the door shut as you're able to like glance out and watch these individuals as they start to try and dodge fireballs as they come across the bridge. You watch as just one impacts the side of the Ornith right as the doors close.
Alright. Once the door closed, she's gonna start and make her way to the... Let's move the 10 feet she can. Okay.
Alright, the Ornith actually did okay, so maybe it hit the other one. No, damn, they had some good saves. So it does not impact as they are able to dodge away. But they got more to get through. It'll take them a bit. But
Also,
you got the door shut, so.
She does look like Lady Valor-esque, so I'm sure they're very confused.
Would be a pretty good presumption. Yeah, your disguise self still got a long time on it.
Yep.
Since we're at a little over a minute and a half since you guys entered the vault.
Yeah.
And it's up for like an hour.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's got 588 rounds left.
We've made some time.
Alright. Arbor, back to you.
I am just going to hold my action as a help action for Percy. Or
Okay.
when she comes up here to open this door.
Alright. Krellin?
Oh, hopefully these doors aren't only openable from the outside. And he'll start making his way into this room over here. And he'll hold his action if anything hostile shows up. He's gonna throw some darts.
Nice.
Iroh?
Yeah, I guess with this door now closed, is it possible just to see, like, does it seem like it would just open back up again since Percy is kind of like away now? Or is it securely kind of like latched back into place?
Appears to be firmly shut. Give me an investigation if you want to spend some time like really
yes.
checking it out.
Indeed I will. Investigation. Bam.
19.
Nice.
Feel confident that it is firmly in place, that it would take somebody would have to get past a lock to get it open.
Oh yeah, because this whole time we could have used Thieves' tools instead of the key. Ooh, that's why they all had keyholes.
Yep.
Yeah. Then with that, Iroh will just go ahead and kind of. Percy looks like she's heading off to the left room.
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, Iroh will go ahead and follow behind. Or I guess follow ahead. Technically, I got more movement than you.
Hold your movement.
Yeah, I'll go my full 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I guess I can get into the, gosh darn it. I can get next to the deactivated gatekeeper in the corner. Thank you.
That gets you 25.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and kind of stop there and then look in and see Arbor for the first time since he kind of moved by. But seeing that we're all kind of staying together.
All right. Percy.
First thing is the avian defenders are going to move down towards the door, and it's going to just tell them, if anyone tries to get through, sound the alarm. All right? And then is going to move.
A bunch of head bobs.
Just a bunch of head bobs. Bottom just turns his head 180 degrees. And then she's going to move her 35 feet to enter the room.
Okay.
As she enters, can she do another like cursory look around just to see if there's anything, any other weird seams? Because I'm still very curious. So I'm gonna ask you guys because I'm a little torn. So we know Lady Valoresk is a very, very vain person. And in her secret tomb, there's a statue of her. And from what we have on the maps, between this room and the other one, there's a missing space between them. Has anyone looked behind her statue to see if there's maybe a door there that might actually lead to it. Because from what we have, she has statues of herself all over her castle. She's very vain. And I think she would probably hide one of her actual treasures behind, herself.
Well, I can't see through solid rock, so if you can, go for it.
Such an asshole.
Well, no, I haven't checked if there was a door. Suppose that may be a good idea.
Thank you.
Go try it. Go try putting the necklace on the statue. If that does anything.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Can I essentially use um bonus action dash to go back out after this conversation?
I mean,
An
you can
action dash.
action dash.
Oh yeah, action dash, sorry. I always
And you
yeah.
still have your action, so.
So she's gonna go out to the statue.
As she's running out, I'm gonna turn to Arbor. If you can't see through stone, why did we bring you along?
And could I use my free object
You make
interaction?
Yeah, to
Or
take the necklace and attempt to put it on this statue.
or do you want me to can I investigate to see if there's anything in this like a door or anything? That would probably be better, right?
You can do one or the other.
I'll go ahead
Do
and put
it.
the necklace on the statue. Yeah, I'll just
Yeah.
put it on the statue.
All right, as you clasp it behind the neck of the statue, which you have to like kind of get at a really odd angle because it's a pretty tall statue, about 10 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
But to get up there, you're able to prop yourself up. Give me an acrobatics check.
Cool.
Very low DC. Just don't blow it.
Yeah.
Don't die.
Okay. Yeah, 22.
Yeah.
Clamber up the side of this brazier, keep your feet out of harm's way, and lean over, get it on there. And as you clasp it, the gatekeepers start moving as they each start walking back towards their vaults and place themselves back in it.
Ah.
So Percy and Irua are especially seeing this because they're in the main chamber. And does anything else happen?
No.
Huh. Well, the Guardians went back to their lairs.
I mean, helpful. Did a door open up?
Nope.
All right.
So that's my turn.
Back to you, Arbor. I'm gonna go roll some dex saves for see how these guys are doing down in the fire pits. Go ahead and
Could for a moment, could you just give me a free reign to with of my movement so I can switch places of myself again?
Yeah.
Hello, boy.
I want to try and determine whether these tracks are like the nature of these tracks, if they're genuine, like what's what's going on, like are these legitimately like tracks of people who were oof, well, like tracks of people who were supposed to be here, or are these like decoys?
Okay, so flipping back to the other room.
Yeah. be survival?
Yeah, I'd say that's a survival check.
Okay. On, be some mojo on here. Oh.
Get that
You know
D4.
Wait, hold on. I want to try that again.
Nice.
I want to see if I can get better.
Reroll redeemed.
I want to see if I can get better than a 2.
Nice.
Take it.
Appear to be
It's
genuine
25.
footprints. No illusory. They don't seem to be illusions or anything like that. Appear to be genuine footprints.
Do they look like what a woman of high standing might wear? The shoes of
Um,
a lady
sure.
Valorette?
With a 25, sure.
They look like
I don't know
they look like
how good Arbor is with women's footwear of the time, but we'll say sure.
um so he's just gonna yell back out into the main chamber. Oh, these footprints look like real. I know the spider webs are freaky, but I think Lady Valoresk went into this room at some point. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Krellin. They just kind of leave you with nothing to do in this room as you're sitting there holding your action, wanting to do something, but nobody comes in.
Yeah,
Percy
I'm gonna
teased
walk
you. She's like,
through the
oh,
door
I'm in here.
opening. I'm just gonna be like, oh, got rid of the deadbeat guys. What's the plan?
Yell our actions like Arbor just did.
Ah, well. We're totally not stealing things, right?
Yeah, totally not.
Yeah, he'll just stand there and wait.
All right. Ira.
Iru is going to go ahead and do it. Iru is going through. Iru is going to go ahead and move all the way across to the other side, which would be 5, 10, 15, 20. 25 will get me to the other entrance. Because you know Fantasy Grounds is still acting goofy.
Where you want to go?
Over there, and then next to Arbor should get me quite a bit through. And he is kind of like carefully trying to watch his movement as he's moving through. But I still have
A dash will get you straight up next to Arbor.
right up next to Arbor. Okay, then yeah, I'll go ahead and stay next to Arbor.
Which be your first time walking through this room and walking through the fake coins on the floor as you pick your way into them. And also
And
your
this-
first time of being able to see into this chamber.
That's
Of
really wild.
darkness.
Huh. So
Yeah,
we are under the understanding that on the other side there would be a mirrored cavern, and that what we're truly looking for is somewhere in the center, although we don't know how to please the vain statue of Valoresk that sits in the middle room.
As far as we know, there should only be one room behind the catacombs, and there's 2. We're in blind territory at this point.
Off to the left, Ibra was just going to try to like watch for any like cracks in the rock or anything, but not going to do like a full action or anything because he doesn't have that. So that'll be end of his turn.
can give me a perception if you want for glancing around.
Would I still get my advantage from my shield or no? Because it isn't a full action. So, okay, awesome. Never mind, I'm not going to ask anymore. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Nice.
Let me put this one on top. So a dirty
Nice.
20.
Dirty 20.
This is your first real glance around this room, so kind of just checking everything out. These two doors opening, or this kind of pocket door opening out into this cavern. Don't really see a lot out there. All right, correct me if I'm wrong. Were you peering around the room, or are you peering into the cavern?
Peering around the room.
Okay, so just kind of taking in your general surroundings. So then looking around you, okay, so you've already noticed these illusory coins on the bottom of the center of the chamber, and just kind of glancing around, basic estimation of value that it's a whole lot of junk trinkets that are laying around, things that you could easily pick up in any low grade smith shop, artisan shop. Nothing of any fine material. There's some chests. Who knows what might be in them, but judging by the external contents, doesn't look like it's probably worth it.
Okay.
But no sign of any other chambers or any other cracks that lead to anything.
Not me suddenly realizing that the cave could be illusory as well.
Irua will kind of just quickly mention to Arbor, I do feel that if we are to progress, we might actually need to step foot across the threshold of the cavern, though in my weakened state, I don't think I can take another step for now. I need to work up the energy to that, and that'll be my full turn.
You got a torch or something? I'll go in. Can't see shit.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Yes, I can conjure light if it comes down to it. Though once again, give me approximately 6 seconds and I can probably do it for you.
All right, I'll start counting.
All right, Percy, what are you doing?
She's gonna remove the necklace from the statue, first of all. Does anything happen?
Nope.
Okay. She'll jump down. And even though she knows they've gone in here, it's already open. So she's gonna go and walk in. Oh, I can move myself. Is that all the movement? Is gonna walk in here and is gonna see if she can open anything on this side or see what happens.
Okay.
Because the guards did wake up going in.
Same reaction. Slow, but eventually grinding a stone or scraping across the ground as this little pocket door opens, revealing a chamber on the other side that I'll break this part of the map too.
What were you breaking?
There we go. Revealing a very similar chamber out in front of you. Again, pitch black. You can make out gray and white shapes in your gray scaled dark vision. As you step up to it, you can give me a perception.
Yeah. She'll kind of poke her head in. Oof. Okay. D4.
Hey, wait. I'm gonna go ahead and let you re-roll that. Pew pew pew.
Nice.
Thank you.
We're really exploiting this right now, aren't we?
Yeah.
The system.
Oh boy.
It was Can I still
It was a
add
one,
my...
pretty heavy.
Yeah, add your proficiency.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he
proficiency. Sorry.
rolled the 5. So you still have your 4, and you have your plus 3. So you have a dirty 20 at this
Oh,
point.
Dirty
nice.
20.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're good.
Okay. So you go to kind of like peek out there. You almost hit your head on the door, but quickly like slide it along. Your hat kind of crumpling a little bit on your head as you peek through.
Mhm.
No, doesn't seem to be an illusion. You kind of poke your head through where you think the illusion barrier would be as you peek out into this dark chamber. And with a dirty 20, notice at your feet, right next to this door that has now been crushed up against the wall as this door opened, um, is a humanoid skeleton that is now just like the rib cage is completely crushed in from the door moving up against it.
That is
Don't get the
terrifying.
sense that anything has moved in this chamber in a long time.
She's gonna turn back to Krellin. It's like this bitch is insane.
Maybe she has a pet we should look out for.
Pet goddess of spiders, maybe. Right. And she's. I mean, I don't think she can't call over to the guys on the other side.
Could attempt to. I don't even know what that would be for a roll.
Yeah, I mean, cause like they're
Performance?
between like.
Performance?
I mean,
We'll
they've
let
been
you do a
between like
performance.
multiple stone walls at this point. So I mean, I guess she can try to see if they'll hear her, but
Unless
Krellin
you
will
have
hear
an
you
old
if nothing
match.
else.
yeah, that's
You want to play
just
telephone? Krellin will just pass it along.
yeah. She'll kind of call over as like,
Yell
it's
right in the echo's ear. That'll work.
she's
Yeah,
gonna
I will.
she's gonna I mean the echo's right next to her, so it'll hear her anyway. Kind of just call out. It's the same cave over here.
It's the same rave over here.
You want me to roll anything or?
I'd Krellin passed along if
Yeah.
you want to try and roll a performance to make it
Yeah,
like
let's do it just to see what it looks like. Why
so
not?
it's good to roll dice.
I'm
16.
pretty good.
Krellin passed it along. It was good.
They
They're
get the
craving
gist of it.
something over here.
You know, we'll get you where you can kind of reflect your voice a bit better.
I
think
tend to keep
that-
quiet, that's more my specialty.
Fair enough.
I think the right passage is the right passage.
Yeah. But we exhausted our options.
We did. We double checked.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go back to the top of the order as I go and see if some people are getting burned alive over here.
Toasted. Is the torch here above this chest attached to the wall, or can I just like take it out of its?
It's like the rest of them that give a decent athletics roll, and you can rip it off of there.
Yes. The answer to that question is 14.
Yeah, easily able to rip it off the wall.
And then Arbor's just gonna ears out, because that's his most reliable sense right now. Probably, if he's gonna walk into the cave.
All right.
If any webs get too close, kind of holds the flame out to try to keep him away from him.
Oh, I don't have token lights on. Darn it. I didn't turn an extension on. The extension, I could have added a torch to it so you could actually have some vision. So, as you step out into this dark black chamber, you create this illumination with this torch in front of you, and you're able to get eyes on a good amount of humanoid bones scattered across this chamber. It's treacherous terrain. Rocks, stalagmites, stalactites throughout the chambers ahead. Just have to pick your way around and try and pick your way over these scattered bones, webs, and a few locations where you find there was at some point in time a body wrapped up, encased in webbing that has since then been removed from the webbing. More than likely, based off of what is remaining there, that they were probably eaten out of these cocoons.
Rook, I think there's a spider in here.
Okay. Could you possibly step on it then?
No, a spider big enough to eat people.
Well, glad it is you in there and not I.
Shit you were saying about the bond. We were in this together, man.
Yes, I bear no ill will towards you, but you stepped into a room with a giant man-eating spider, so that is on you. You also defaced property, and we'll just point back towards the area where the torch was taken from.
That's your issue right now, is the torch?
Honestly, my act of taking off my armor was interrupted, which I don't appreciate too much. And then when I did come in, because I was incomplete in being able to do that, I was smacked around by giant sentinel guards. So I am a little peeved, yes, but I will work past my grudge, and it'll be fine.
It wouldn't have been as much of a
Oh
problem
god,
if
he's
you
pulling
taken
out
off your armor.
the book.
That is true. But if you investigate around, perhaps because there are DM, the statue of Valoresk in the main area of the tomb, does she have her arms up, like outstretched?
Very similar to the one up in the garden. They're down,
Okay.
outstretched towards the bottom. It's just there isn't the statues of the impoverished down at her feet in this part.
Okay.
Make a perception check here. See if I spot anything else helpful.
Yep.
All right. Ooh, that's
Nice. Add that D4.
add that D4.
I actually don't know if you're technically allowed to add the D4 if it's outside of a singular turn, because I think it's technically a reaction to use it.
What's 26? You hear sound of skittering coming from further inside this cave chamber. Not only that, you start to hear mumbled whispers that kind of echo off the walls. Don't think it's close, but there's definitely something moving about in here. Some of the skittering, with your amazingly high roll, and some of the skittering seems like your typical insects moving about on the floor, but some of that skittering is definitely larger.
Do I get the sense that the source of the skittering and the whispering is coming from the same place?
They're all coming from further in. There's some of the smaller skittering coming from closer, but still not within your viewpoint at this point.
I'm just gonna say, whatever it is, it's getting closer, Rook.
I would probably step outside of the room then. Though, are we sure that we can close the door to prevent it from going into this side?
I'm sure as hell gonna try.
Percy, give me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
And that's my turn.
Oof.
Okay. Krellin.
Alright. I'm gonna walk up here. 30, 35.
I was about to ask if you want me to close the door, but you're just walking, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk. I'll actually just do 35 feet. And I'm gonna see if I can see or hear anything down either of these two passages.
So the passageway you're heading down into, you can see the chamber walls. That this is a dead end, just a little small little alcove. But off to the left, it goes beyond your viewpoint. Give me a perception.
Oh, no!
I'm gonna use my inspiration for that.
That's
Yes!
an apt place to use that.
Good call.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm at no nat one.
Damn.
There we go. That's better.
Switch to
Nice.
D4, buddy.
D4.
Alright. 21.
With 21, you hear the same sounds that Arbor is hearing on the other side. Sounds of skittering coming from probably smaller insects, but also some larger movement going on further into the chamber, as well as just subtle breeze coming back through the chamber. Not sure where that's coming from. Must be some sort of an air vent somewhere. And mumbled whispers coming from deeper within. What's to you in? Arbor and Krellin both give me stealth checks. And I believe you have advantage, Krellin?
Yes.
Because it's a little dark where I'm
Damn!
at. Not that great.
Oh, Arbor kicked your ass
Yeah.
without advantage.
It was almost a 17, and then it rolled off.
Alright. Anything else from you, Krellin?
No, that's gonna be it.
Ira?
Irua will go ahead and step into the space. Trying to kind of do the same thing that Krellin did on the other side. Of just... Okay, I'm really trying. I'm gonna make this happen. There we go. I'm moving.
Nice.
Am I moving or are you moving?
I moved you.
No! I really thought I did it. Yeah, I'll move next to Arbor, and Ira is just gonna go ahead and try to like kind of peek around the corner a bit.
Okay. Give me perception.
Okie dokie. Perception, not performance. We won't make that mistake again.
Performance would be entertaining at this point.
And then I will add my D4 to this and get a dirty 20. These D4s are clutch.
You hear the same whispers and skitters and this subtle breeze. Not very much, just enough that it draws your attention to the cobwebs that are just kind of fluttering a little bit as that air passes through. And looking about, see these scattered humanoid bones, skulls, leg bones, arm bones, rib cages. Quite numerous for the odd location you're in. As well as on this side, it's the only thing Krellin does not see on the other side. You see these couple cocoons that have been cracked open and something removed, presumably from an eaten state.
Are the whispers?
tell.
Is there? Oh, okay. Is there a definitive language that the whispers are in?
Good question.
Yes, I should have used my D4 on that.
It's in line with everybody else's. 12, 13, 14.
Yeah.
Use my D4 on the stealth. I should have done that.
Give me an investigation.
An old
Okay.
form of celestial.
Oh my gosh, proto celestial. What? At 21.
21. It's some bastardized form of primordial mixed with common. And you pick up words from both. You don't know what the primordial words mean, but you can at least recognize with a 21 that it is primordial. And the common words, like, you make out what they are, but they're all disjointed and make no sense. It's almost like the being is shifting between languages, and none of it makes it. It's not that like you're missing half the cipher. It's a matter of, even if you have a feeling with a 21 that even if you have the cipher, this being is nonsensical.
Yeah, Irua will just kind of like stand there, like kind of beak down, trying to take this all in, and just turn towards Arbor and say, I don't think that the language that this creature is speaking makes any sense. It's disjointed. I also and he's gonna listen a little bit closer. With that, does it sound like it has like any intonation that might discern like gender, like a really high pitch or a really low pitch? Because I myself a very low pitch
21.
male.
With your 21, I'll say it's a lower voice, lower registered voice.
Okay, cool.
Like pinning gender on it is a little bit tough to do.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah,
lower
absolutely.
that, there may be a presumption that it's male.
Perfect. Cool. Then yeah, I will go ahead and that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, that'll be his turn. I've made enough checks, so I will cower behind Arbor.
All right, Percy. Do you want to go in there?
Do I want to go in there? No.
Go in there.
Is she gonna go in there?
A lot of money.
No, she's gonna close the door and lock Krellin in there.
She wouldn't lock Krellin in there. If it was the other two, yes, but she wouldn't lock Krellin in there.
Irua thought about it.
She wants that date. All right. Yeah, she's gonna step in. A question. So, Percy and Krellin on this side, they can't see to the other side.
Correct.
They're still... Alright, so she's gonna actually walk over to the wall. It ends right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was gonna kinda... I'm gonna also do... Because I got it. Where is it? Gonna cast... Let me check something real quick. Alright, disguise self is not concentration. Heroism is, so it's gonna drop. But she's gonna cast detect magic on essentially on herself, and so in a 30-foot radius. See if she can sense any magical objects, and just kind of move forward into the room.
As you put up your detect magic, looking around, nothing giving off magical vibes. At least not at first. As you make it your way up to the corner, uh, into this little side chamber with Krellin, and kind of just peeking around the corner, you see what appears to be a longsword that's glowing, laying discarded on the ground. But that's the only magical signs you see inside the chamber. Looking back at the doors, you see that there is some sort of magic attached to the doors, but not to mention your necklace is glowing quite brightly too. So,
She's gonna go over and pick up the longsword, and kind of inspect it.
okay. Seems like an opt time for you to roll your stealth check to join the party here. 12, 13,
Okay.
14, 11, 15. Break trend.
Well,
Almost. So,
yeah.
kept in line with everybody. So, all right. As you pick your way.
Oh wait, let me add my D4.
Okay.
13.
Moved into the top half.
Are you bringing your birds with you?
No, they're staying at the door to call alarm if people start getting through.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Okay. So where's Percy moving to where that longsword is?
Yes.
Okay. You ever find this longsword that is still clasped in a arm? It's completely removed from the rest of the body, just this arm laying on the ground. Still over top of it, but entirely down to skeleton at this point. Doesn't take much to pick it up. Clearly giving off a vibe that you're getting the illumination coming off of it to show with your detect magic eyesight you have going on.
Would she
like a black light here.
inspect it? Is there anything? What's the magic coming off of it?
It's always the part that trips me up as to what specific magic type goes with it, but basically, without making you do an identify, it's basically a +1 weapon, +1 longsword.
Okay. Just gonna turn to Krell and it's like, are you good with these?
Not exactly, no.
I'll hold on to it for now.
Both of you two, actually all four of you, give me perception checks.
4 of us?
Yeah.
What type of perception is this?
Hearing.
Hearing.
I was gonna say this before anyone rolled, but I'm gonna go ahead and redeem channel points for a reroll for whoever gets the lowest.
I rolled 2 4s on my advantage.
I think it was Conrad.
Yeah, I think it was Conrad as well. So you get a
technically it was
reroll.
Krellin, but
Technically it's Krellin, yeah.
Yeah, Krellin.
But I'll take it. I'm not gonna argue against myself.
Oh wait, let me submit it. Yeah, but reroll for whoever needs it.
Oh, killer reroll.
good reroll.
Yeah.
Good reroll.
See.
All right.
Well, I'll redeem one for Krellin then. Goodness. We'll spread it.
Yeah. Why did it not go through?
There we go.
Oh, not much. No.
Mother. It was meant to be.
You know, this is a very nice wall.
Yeah, Krellin, you got eyes on Percy standing over here with this sword and is talking to you, and you're just kind of completely caught up in what she has to say. Those of you
Very
in the other
nice sword.
chamber and Percy all hear a lot more of the big skittering start to pick up coming from inside the chamber. Something is stirring.
Hmm.
What direct is it coming close? Is it getting closer?
With your 24 and your 20 over there, nope. Further away.
Is it getting closer to Percy?
With your 17, don't know.
Ah, shit. Hmm.
I,
Hmm. I mean, let's see. I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay. All right. We'll go down to good old people dealing with the fire. As Arbor, go up to you. I'll deal with these folks and see whether they can make it across this thing alive.
I'm gonna add the
Like,
plus.
it would make it so much easier for us.
That's one fail.
Arbor, if he thinks things are getting further away, he's going to continue. He's gonna try to take this advantage of this time to move forward.
Okay.
What do I see? Anything new?
Just give me a second while I deal with our wayward guards. As you get up, give me a perception.
Dang, these fours.
You kind of get that torch out in front of you a little bit too much, kind of impacts your vision. So you get the little flames in your eyes type deal, and you just don't pick up very good sight on. You don't see anything. See some spiders moving across the ground. Nothing menacing, nothing to be concerned about.
Could I make another survival check to try and track where the direction this person that entered this doorway went?
Sure. We'll call this your action.
That's what I wanted to do with my action.
Oh, yes. 18's not bad. It was on a 20 for a
Wait.
second.
23.
23. Tracks lead off to the left. They're a little bit more pronounced in here. As there is just a layer about a half an inch of gray dirt on the ground that you're walking through, putting up. You're all leaving pretty good footprints as you walk around in here.
I'm going to turn back around and motion to Arua to follow me.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. Next up, Mr. Krellin.
Alright, well, Percy's going down this left passage, so he will too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and I'll wait there. And yeah, I'll see if I can like tuck myself against the wall and hide a little bit better.
Right, as kind of just give this description for everybody, as you all are like making your way further into these chambers. Holy crap. All the passive
Wow.
perceptions are just pulled up on the screen for
Just
everybody in the combat
absolutely
tracker.
swamped.
That's insane. Um, as you make the way further away from the entrances you guys came through, the air grows thick with the scent of minimal scent of decay, more so scent of death, accompanied by faint musk of dampness. You have the cobwebs that you've been noticing as you've moved through, stretching across nooks and crannies, silky threads clinging to the rocky surfaces, grabbing onto your clothing as you move through tighter spaces, attaching to your gear, your quarterstaff, Krellin, any longer weapons, basically like getting caught in there and pulling away as you move. And then no light, but your dim vision, a dark vision. You occasionally find the remnants of these bodies. Those of you on the left have yet to find anything beyond just bones. On occasion, some damaged clothing, tattered gear, with the one exception of this longsword that you've been able to acquire, Percy. These whispers emanating from deeper within the chambers. And Carlin, as you round the corner, the whispers just stop. And it just goes to complete silence with just a little bit of that skittering, small skittering, as you can still hear some movement coming from further inside the chamber, but the whispers have gone away. The large movement has gone away.
I don't see anything though.
Give me a perception. Nope.
That was almost a 20. All right.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm gonna hold my bonus action for a shadow step. If anything comes charging at me, I'm just gonna teleport 60 feet back down the hallway where I can see.
Irua.
Okay. Irua is going to first of all move. Always trying to move. Okay. Did I do it that time?
You did.
Was that
You
me?
did it.
Wow,
That was you.
incredible. Okay, so gonna move there, so that'll be 25, I believe. Oh, now we're back to it. Now we're back to it. But anyways, so moving kind of like beside Arbor once again, and then seeing the path kind of split off in two directions. Irua is going to go ahead and kind of like look at the ground, and just seeing like these masses of web. Try to see if there is any objects on the ground at all. If maybe this is the vault and we're just overlooking the fact that everything's just going to be stored back here, like in these cocoons. And she didn't just take these objects, but she took the people who had them as well, kind of threw them out. But yeah, we can try to search around.
Okay. Give me a perception or a survival if you're specifically wanting to focus on like footprints or try and investigate things. You could also do an investigation if you want to.
I'll go ahead and stick with investigation.
It's
Yeah.
whatever you want. Hey,
I
Glow Frost,
appreciate
little
that.
man.
Hey, I will.
That's my
I'll
son, by
put
the
my
way.
D4 on that. 11.
Yeah, you can see the same footprints that Arbor appears to be tracking through the dirt, heading off to the left. Aside from that, just more of the same, these cobwebs and everything else, but you notice that the whispers that we were focusing on before have stopped.
Does cause Iroh to kind of like stop in his tracks a little bit and just turn towards Arbor and say, I do not know if the item that we seek is just laying around in here and it is on us to find it since there is no sort of formal catalog, or there's something new is upon us because the chanting has very much stopped. And he'll just kind of look forward to make sure if like Arbor takes any steps that like nothing's on approach. Just gonna stay on guard.
Sure.
That'll be the turn.
I'm just gonna follow these fancy high-heeled footprints and hope that leads to the.
Yeah, in the dust you see Louis Vuitton backwards, flecks of red paint. What the?
All right, Percy over on the other side. Notice crawling up ahead has stopped. It's kind of scanning the area.
I'm torn. Because with the fact that she has the key, the necklace key, I don't want to be like... I don't know if I want to like keep going through or be the one to like keep watch, and if something comes after the boys to like close the doors. Trying to think. There's nothing else right now is peeking at her detect magic, right? Just the sword that she already picked up.
Yeah, from where you're standing right now, you do not see anything additional that hasn't already been described.
All right. She's gonna... Especially with the fact that there are those guards and we don't know what they're up to.
We're having a barbecue.
Yeah, they're the barbecue.
What do you think our dinner is?
Yeah, she's gonna move back down to the main rooms down here. And that's like what? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's gonna move down here and kind of be like keeping watch kind of on both ends to see if Krellin starts running back down here or if she can hear her birds cry out.
Okay.
But also, because she still does have detect magic up as she kind of crosses the threshold, is there anything else in the room that's like, besides the doors and stuff, that's like piques the detect magic?
Back in that room, nothing shines up other than... Yeah, not in this room. Other than Arbor's shadow.
Yeah, that's... So she knows that if she speaks to the shadow that Arbor can hear, right?
Only
That
if
was
I'm
established.
Only if I'm actively listening through it.
Alright.
Fair guess.
Doesn't stop you from trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll try. She'll be like, Arbor? Alright. I don't know if you all have found anything, but this very creepy spider room. The chanting stopped. Don't know what you all are seeing. Okay. And it's just gonna that's basically gonna be her turn, is kind of her leaving and then keeping an ear out for either Krellin running back or her bird sounding alarm.
All right.
She's kind of playing guard with her new longsword.
Okay. Cycle back to the top while I roast some guards. Oh no, they're done with the fireballs. So
Are they done with the fireballs or are they done? Ah, shit.
have your steel defender, your avian defenders, make a perception check.
Okie dokie. Perception. Oh, they have a +7 to perception.
Nice. Eagle-eyed birds. They needed the +7.
Ooh.
I'm gonna use can I use the D4 on them?
What's your range on that?
You have to be
Yeah,
within
they
30
send-
feet of a bonded creature.
Yeah, I think we're out.
Okay, no, they're...
Yeah, we're more than 30 feet out.
Yeah.
With a 9, start to hear thudding on the other side of the door. It doesn't take much to hear thudding.
Yeah. They're probably sounding... They're perfect
It's up to
timing.
you as to whether that's the alarm or not.
I mean, it was supposed to be that if they hear anything, hear or see, so...
Okay.
I guess if that's also going to be the thing, then she's... Yeah, gonna... kind of dash down to this door.
So this is after your turn.
Okay, I'll wait.
They take the guards are after you. They're at the bottom
Okay.
of the door. So, yeah. This is just something.
Okay, I
that
was
they're
confused.
doing. Yep, no problem. We're back to Arbor.
I'm just gonna keep following those tracks.
You can give me a new stealth roll. Okay.
Hold on. 17.
All right. As
And
you
I'm just going to.
keep moving along to the left.
I'm just gonna. If you just want to move wherever the tracks take me for the next 70 feet.
Gonna dash through.
Well, let's move the first 35 and see what I see.
Can't dash through a fireball. Just wanna.
Well, I mean, a monk can have a lot better chances.
Okay, that's 30.
35. 35 feet.
There you go.
One more.
Give me.
Why is the arbor?
What's
That's
that?
a good question.
Do I see Arbor walking across the chamber?
What's your passive?
13.
Perception. Yeah, well below his 17 stealth, so no.
Okay.
I'm a sneaky boy. Another perception, you said?
Yes.
Ooh!
Take it.
Ooh, nice.
So as you are following along with these tracks, you just kind of keeping your head on a swivel, looking around, keeping your ears up. Well, there's been this damp smell since you got in, which is pretty standard for caves, doesn't really throw you off much. You haven't noticed like any actual liquid in here until you just, with your super Canada hearing, just pitter patter of stuff dripping on your outfit.
Please don't tell me if I look if there's going to be a giant spider above me.
Are you gonna look up? That's up to
I feel
you.
like I have
You tell me what you
I
want to
feel
do.
like I have to. If something's dripping on me, he would look up.
Okay, give me. You know what? We'll keep your 24 perception. As you turn your eyes up, the whispers return. Mumbled whispers as coming out of the shadows above you, a dark-skinned elven figure starts to peek out, looking down at you. Looks like he's sustained like massive injuries to his face, to his chest. He's not wearing any clothing that you can see. And as he starts to reach his hands out at you, you start to get a better glimpse of what's above you. This upper body with this humanoid torso of an elf, dark-skinned, framed, what you presume to have been a very attractive face before its injuries, before whatever it has become. Flowing white hair cascading down like webbing coming off of his head. Pointed elven ears standing tall atop of his head. But any trace of beauty or grace has been like grotesquely distorted by the injuries, and his once alluring features are just now a sinister, monstrous countenance. And as his two humanoid arms stretch out towards you, you see that they each end in 6-inch long claws that glimmer ominously in the light of your torch.
Just like, nope, and just start running.
And he just smiles at you as you start to run. Just a big, creepy Matt Mercer smile, with razor sharp teeth, which are dripping. The dripping that you were is clear as it's sort of like running down the chin of this creature. This viscous saliva, dripping as he goes and just immediately turns and focuses his attention on where you're going.
I'm gonna see if I can get down this passage. I'm gonna scream, "Giant spider person, distract him!"
All right, and you are not within its reach at this point, so you do. Okay. It's not going to provoke opportunity for you to run. All right. In response to that, you're around the corner, but Krellin, you can make a perception check as he makes his exclamation, and you start to hear as he drops his stealth as he takes off running. Nope. I didn't even get to see the little cartoon dust cloud come out from behind him. All right, that Arbor's turn.
I think so, unless you'll let me bonus action dash too.
No.
Then I'm done.
All right, Krellin.
Well, I don't see or hear nothing, so he Using a bonus action shadow step all the way back here.
Find out why she left you.
But, well, I don't see or hear anything else coming from this direction. Perhaps we should go check with the other two.
And she's gonna. I think our visitors are about to come through.
Oh, we can have a whole party. Great.
Yes.
And he'll walk up to the door out here.
You guys are like the
And
epitome of a split party at this point.
Yeah.
I like. Arbor says, "There's a giant spider person. Help!" And Krellin's like, I'm gonna go and say there's nothing wrong.
He didn't hear it.
yeah, I didn't see or hear
trapped,
anything, so I'm like, oh, no, it's just an empty cavern. Yeah, no, I'll end my turn right here.
Okay.
If someone comes through the door, I'm gonna throw darts.
Sounds good. Ira, give me a perception check when you hear Arbor's exclamation before he roadrunners. Much
Oh,
better with 15. With 15, yes, you do hear Ira say creepy spider person, and you hear the shuffle of footsteps moving away from you.
Okay. There's a part of Iroh that is curious. But there's also a part that just wants to run. But seeing as how he has no line of sight on the others, doesn't know where they are. Is going to go ahead and come around the corner. He's gonna do it. He would see Arbor cresting around the corner.
yeah.
Yeah, with your 15, I'd say, yeah, you would just barely. He's right at the edge of your dark vision, but you are able to see the torch going. He's the Olympic torch runner over here running away.
And he's extending my vision. So would I see the spider person like above him, around him, like in some sort of proximity?
Let's just see. Nope.
Okay. Irua is gonna look towards Arbor and just say, I understand that we are inside of this place that very much gives itself towards arachnid encounters, but are you attempting to scare us off so that you can take the prize for yourself? And I was just gonna stand there looking at Arbor.
Arbor's just going to hope that Irua can take care. A little bit like, okay, Irua's standing next to where the thing is. Hopefully he can take care of himself.
Yeah, he's just gonna say, where exactly is it at?
Look, you.
And yeah, Irua will go ahead and look up.
At the moment, you don't see anything. You definitely hear the whispers are back, though.
He's gonna turn back towards Arbor and just shake his head and say, Percy is the one with the necklace. We should find her. And he's gonna go ahead and walk away.
And this is how Arbor dies. Actually, Arbor might be in the right place for running. Might be the right course of action here, and he's running presumably towards the right direction.
If you want to know what my plan is,
Okay.
No,
There is
no.
none.
No. I want to know. I want to hear it, but Iru is not having any of it.
all right, Percy.
First things first, Percy is going to close the door on this side. So that if anything, because she doesn't know what's going on in there, but if any of the critters were to try to get out, she's going to go ahead and shut it. To make a athletics check, right? What I made last time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna add my D4. 15.
A 15. It's really tough going, but you can, if you want to expend your entire action, you can use your entire action to close the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
She hasn't heard any fighting going on yet.
Shut.
How loud is it? As she drags it, does it echo through the entire chamber?
The two of you inside the chamber can give me perception checks to see if you hear it.
Sure, why not?
Sorry, we just need to know if you're trying to ditch us.
He's on the other side.
Newsflash, they're connected.
Alright, with a 16, you hear as it closes, Arbor, you hear a thud of what you presume being some sort of a stone door closing behind you. Ira, you don't hear anything. All you can hear is your own footprints as you're grumpily walking back out, leaving Arbor, who you've now accused of ditching the party for the fake spider person.
And
You get when the uncharismatic character makes a discovery. Don't believe him.
Alright. Percy, as you get the door shut, you still have movement, bonus action.
yeah, she's gonna move up and stand next to Krellin to see what's going on in this main room, and is gonna kind of mention, what we could do is trap them inside of this chamber with the guard things, and let the constructs take care of this other person for us.
We know how to wake them back up.
And she's gonna point to the lever in the corner. That's what turned them off.
Ah. I like the way you think.
Thank you.
As you point to the lever, you notice that it has moved back to where it was before.
That's about right, because she did technically, she reset the
You hit the
guards.
reset button.
Yeah. That'll be your turn.
All right.
We actually have
New
one
friend.
thing. She's gonna have the avian defenders move away from the door, and they're gonna settle on the statue of Lady Valor.
Nice. All right. Arbor, as you are running down the hallway, just leaving as much in your dust as you possibly can, presuming somebody is going to respond to your cry for help of the spider creature. Irua's kind of made it sound like he's not, so... But Krellin's got to be somewhere around here. Percy's got to be somewhere around here. And you hear rocks falling behind you and the skittering as it's over top. And this creature drops down in front of you, and for the first time you actually can see the rest of the creature and see this big, massive, giant spider body with 6 legs underneath this elven form, as the thing just drops down in front of you and just like rears back. And I need you to give me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Were we supposed to succeed?
Technically.
As you are frightened.
Okay.
As the big spider drops down in front of you, is blocking your way forward. But it had to use a dash, so it does not have an ability to attack you this turn. And that'll put us to our guards out front and Arbor's turn. I'll go see. Guards are making some attempts to try and break a door open, and they aren't getting anywhere. Just hear thuds against the door. Arbor, big spider thing in front of you.
Arbor is going to didn't get up. He can see that the hallway ends just up ahead at past this spider. What kind of roll would it be to try to get past this thing? Oh, I can't. I'm frightened. I can't get closer to it.
You have to run away from it or stand and work with disadvantage right at it. And now that it has dropped down from the ceiling, it will be an opportunity attack if you run away from it.
It is... You said it looks injured? Is it like disfigured, or is it like actively like hurt? Like battle-wise?
Give me an investigation. Or a medicine. We never get to call for medicine checks in this game.
I think they're exactly the same. So... Why do I have disadvantage? I'm frightened? Does frightened affect skill checks too?
I'm looking for that.
While the source of your fear is within sight? Is that what friend is?
I thought it was just attack.
Ability checks and attack rolls.
And attack rolls. Oh, okay. Well, the 8 isn't that much higher than the 7 anyway. Oh.
Okay. With an 8, it's hard to tell. I mean, they don't look like fresh wounds.
Okay.
They look old. It's more scar tissue than it is like bleeding wounds.
Answers my question. Arbor is going to switch places with his echo. That was my plan.
Nice.
I was planning on getting up to the door before I did that. Was that about... Oh, okay, you got it.
Yep.
Arbor's going to appear... Mercia. Swear to God.
What?
There? None of you hear me? There's a spider monster person in there, guarding the vault, which I found, by the way.
Great. Which way is
Once
it?
again, I think it's right in front of the door at the back of the chamber. I think we might. The key. I can switch with my echo, but I'm not really sure how else to get past this thing.
Well,
Um,
assuming that these chambers connect, could make a bunch of noise over on this side to attract it.
While a sneakier person goes through, perhaps. Oh, we also have those two guards that were following us. They're probably about to break through. We could use them as bait.
That sounds like a fun idea.
all right, but uh, the door's closed. Is the door still open on the other side?
Yeah, it should be.
Hmm. Well, the rook might be totally fucked. Uh, I think whatever we do, we need to implement our plan quickly. How the hell does Valoress get to her vault? I assume it has to be the amulet, right?
I mean, it probably doesn't. The thing probably doesn't bother her very much. I mean, I can try go through and see if it'll just not mess with me. That feels like a bad idea, though.
I'll send my shadow with you. I can switch places to help at any time.
I mean, that also takes into account the they might be breaking into this. All right, we'll see how it goes. Got to get Rook on the same page, though. I don't. He's very irritated with us.
Well, if they do manage to get into this room, I can plunge the entire room into darkness, and I don't think they'll be able to find their way around.
All right, as your conversation has far exceeded 6 seconds at this
Yeah.
point, I'm going to
Yeah.
move to the end of Arbor's turn, and Arbor, at the end of your turn, uh, Percy, your attention's focused back towards Arbor Krellin, keeping an eye on the door. I don't see like the door is not budging, but you hear the sound of stone moving again, and the gatekeepers start climbing out of their vaults again. And it's your turn.
Well, I think that might be our cue. Perhaps we need to find Irua or Brooke. Krellin's gonna go over to this other side.
Okay.
You're not gonna pull the lever. You were right there.
And I'm gonna call for Irua, be like, the gatekeepers are waking up again. And yeah, he'll wait right there.
We're the worst group of thieves ever.
We've been doing so well before this.
Yeah, we've been doing so well up until the actual thieving part.
No one told us there was gonna be a spider chamber behind here.
Yeah,
Nobody
fair.
ever tells you there's gonna be a spider chamber behind.
Yeah, it's not like the secret thing.
All right, Irua, as Krellin's calling out to you, it's your turn.
Haru's gonna kind of look back in the direction that he just came from and say, okay, Arbor, we need to go. And he is going to walk down the hallway to go and get Arbor because he still thinks that Arbor's down there.
Okay, give me a perception.
Okay.
This is as to whether you heard anything from when Arbor was interacting. Nope, not with an 8. Heard some scuffling, but you knew he was running down the hallway, so that fits. Tracks.
It's gonna be an action dash for me.
Right.
And Infinity Grounds is acting up again. But oh, there we go. 10, 20, mother trucker.
Yes.
Yeah. You round the corner, you see the shadow of, well, actually, there's just like a black cutout on the front of this giant spider, as you are seeing in grayscale down as there's no longer a torch.
Yeah.
You can see this large figure back behind, mostly just looking at dark images with some light coming off the top, and this cutout of an arbor shape in the front, but really can't make out a whole heck of a lot of detail on it. But the thing is massive and appears to be up, suspended up off the ground on some large spindly legs, but a humanoid top to it.
All right, that's me.
All right, Percy. The guardians are getting back up again as you stand next to the handle.
Yeah, she's gonna. She's gonna pull the handle,
Okay.
the lever.
They're like part way out, and they just stop.
She's gonna turn to Arbor and say, "When Krellin gets back through here, you two close that door." And she's gonna point to the door that goes to the main room, to the tomb. And she's gonna start just walking and is gonna open this door.
Okay.
Oh, it's not my turn. Take the amulet. I can get back there so fast.
And she's gonna think about it. So her birds are gonna come and flutter in. She's gonna be like, "All right," and she's gonna grab Quince, her little long-tailed tit. It's gonna give him the amulet, and Quince is just gonna flutter onto your shoulder.
Okay.
All right. Anything else on your turn, Percy?
Um. Nope.
Okay.
Arua, I wish you the best,
So-
best of luck.
It was a series of unfortunate checks
It
because
really
I
was.
didn't hear the door close, and then I didn't hear that you actually left.
You didn't hear that the thing was actually here to begin with.
All right. As your turn closes out, that brings us back to the hybrid. And the hybrid is going to attempt to fight the shadow, which I'm going to give it disadvantage, trying to fight a shadow with dark vision. So
I was really hoping it might draw its attention.
22 to hit,
Yeah, that hits. Holy crap.
Yeah. which it's got the 1 hit point. So
Hit point, yeah.
goes and rakes through, and then it's just like Irua, you can just catch a glance as this thing just kind of looking all over, trying to figure out where it went. Even like bends forward and looks back behind it, trying to see if it went past it, and it seems thoroughly confused. That it does not do anything else with its action. Take this back to the guards. Krella, give me a perception check.
I was really hoping it would turn its attention and go for Irua instead.
Wait, didn't the guards turn
Stop
off?
gunning for me.
Right?
Yeah, no, 12.
I mean, okay.
You hear with a 12, not great, but you hear activity on the other side. That the pushing and pounding on the door shifts to more sounds of combat coming from the other side.
Oh,
Arbor.
It. My echo just disappeared. I think I think we need Krellin for this.
I mean, you can call for him. Krellin? Hopefully he'll come in here on his next turn.
Yeah. Um. Uh. Can I hold my action to explain, or can I?
Sure.
Because if I'm holding the amulet in front of this door again, I guess I could. It would probably open again.
Yeah, the door is open.
No, yeah, Percy opened the door before giving
She
it to
opened
you.
it as she walked up. It went ahead and opened,
Oh.
so the door is open again. So I have no ability to close it anymore. I've deleted the door. So
Um. If Percy has communicated the plan to close this door, um, uh, behind us, um, I'm going to uh come back instead, come back down here to the bottom, and my action to the door behind Krellin, explain to him he's probably the one that needs to run in and take the amulet.
okay. Well, let's do Krellin's turn, and then you could do all that stuff during his turn. So,
So
Krellin, what
yeah,
are you doing as you hear combat sounds going on outside?
yeah,
You
well, I
don't seem to be
already
dealing with the door anymore, so
called for Hyrule, so I'm gonna come on back. And I'll be like, well, sounds like the cards are a little bit busy with somebody else now. I think we might have some time. Any plan?
Arbor conveys the plan.
Yes. Um. I think I'm gonna hold out the amulet to him and say, I think that I'm gonna give him instructions at where the last passage to where the door I saw the final door was. Say, I think take this, get back to that. Um, you have gloves. Picking up the cursed thing.
I can use my mind.
He took off.
He
Ran.
used his mind.
I can use my mind to pick it up.
Can you use your mind to pick it up and then teleport using your shadow magic?
Well, I can only go certain distance with my shadow magic, but
Percy's gonna pull her gloves out of her side pouch and just hand them over. It might be a bit small, but
I'll be sure to
Take
take
this
very good care of them.
right there. We are going to try and distract whatever's coming from in front of us and behind us. Get in, get out, and we're gonna run.
Alright, so am I going down this passage or the other one?
You can get through through. I'm gonna. So go to where you last saw me, and go north, and then
I
there
didn't
might still be a
see
spider
you at
creature
all.
there.
I saw you when you came back here.
Ah, crap. So I'm gonna give him directions, and you're gonna go up, and then you're going to turn, and you're gonna turn right and go kind of up and right until you hit a passage, and then you're going to. This can be like a narrow cavern, and then you're gonna keep to the right fork, and there should be a vault there. There might still be a spider in the way. um,
Alright, big spider thing. Should be easy enough. Hopefully the amulet helps.
hopefully it does. Um,
Let's see.
um,
All right, where are you
do,
guys
do
going?
you think do you think we should still close this down here?
Yeah, just as like a precaution, just to be safe.
Okay.
So I will go and use a key point to.
Oh, do I?
I'm gonna action dash to here
Okay, give me
stealthily.
let's see, what's your passive perception?
13.
13. Irua. Oh, Irua's not stealthing at the moment, unless Irua wants to be stealthing at the moment. You can give me a stealth roll if you want to be being stealthy over there, Irua.
I mean, I was just going out for Arbor, so, and then this thing was there, like
Okay.
he said.
I'm trying to be quiet.
All right, you don't see Irua, unless you want to look for him if you were thinking he might be there. You could.
I told him back. He should be coming down the other way.
That's true. He should be
And then
great with this party.
I will use a key point to use Step of the Wind to bonus action dash all the way to here.
Oh yeah, now you see him.
And
Do I see Krellin though?
right in front of you.
He's hardcore stealthy. I don't know. He disappeared in front of me.
He moved towards you, so
Okay, cool.
You hear a slight crunch all of a sudden right in front of you.
Oh, hello.
I didn't know you were over here still. Bad guys fighting other people outside the door. They're gonna distract this guy. I'm gonna run in there real quick, grab the thing, and come back.
Okay.
That's my turn.
okay. Irua.
Run 150 feet.
That was a
Like,
damn.
yeah.
Shade's proud.
Yes.
I am going to I'm gonna prepare that whenever he takes off, whenever Krellin takes off, that Irua's gonna take off in that direction too.
Okay.
Hopefully, get the attention and draw it to himself. But
All right. So holding your movement action for when Krellin moves.
yes, which I move after him, so we'll see how that goes.
This is an actual baby here. It's literally like, look at this.
All right, Percy, what are we doing? Other than holding the baby.
Well, first thing first, let me ask, like, Arbor, when you were following the footsteps, did you see any footsteps returning or just going through?
Did I see any footsteps returning?
You just sent Krillin to his death.
Yeah. Footsteps
All right,
come
so
back
we
the
have
same way that they
to-
go forward.
She went through and then came back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Alright.
I wouldn't have followed them if there wasn't another one going back the other way. That's not that much of an idiot.
Wanted to be sure. If you got the door, I'm gonna follow behind Krellin.
In that case, do you want to try to loop around to the other side? And here by this lever to reactivate Guardians whenever the people come back in.
Do you want to do that? You look a little hurt.
Saying, I'm going to stand here by this lever. And whoever's outside is through, I'm going to reactivate the Guardians.
Alright, sounds good to me. We'll both come back this way when hopefully we come back with the item.
Godspeed, Noctalis protect you.
Gonna give a salute, and she's gonna dash through. So it's 35 times.
Two.
Shit, I'm
70.
bad at math. What is it? 70? Thank you.
Good luck catching up to Krellin, though.
Oh, why?
I know,
No, she's
truly.
gonna go. Yeah, she's gonna go through up here. I should go through down there. And her birds.
Half. You got the other half to go from there. The other 7.
Okay. Oh. Her birds are gonna follow as well.
Okay.
So that was only half of it, so.
Yeah, you still got 7 more spaces.
Right, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. And then
You can
birds.
actually here.
Okay.
With the diagonals.
Okay. And does she see the creature?
From here, barely. More so, you see your 2 companions up ahead of you. And they're looking off in the distance, so you can go and see just like half the body with the 3 legs sticking out on the left side of it.
I would like to add, since that Quince was going to go with the amulet, is that yes, Quince is currently sitting on Krellin's shoulder
Yes.
and has been clutching for dear life as he's ran. Got a
Feathers,
little fluffed
blade.
up metal bird, just like.
All right. Anything else from you, Percy?
So detect magic is still up.
Yep.
Does she sense anything? Is anything?
Oh yeah, this thing is glowing. This creature.
Okay. Is there anything in particular that she can sense off of it? As far as magic?
Transmutation.
Okay.
Nasty stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
Percy should have given me that magic sword.
You're right.
Too late.
Yeah. I mean, she can still technically use it.
That's true.
Yeah. She does have proficiency with longswords, so.
Nice.
3 of you. All right.
That's her turn.
All right. That'll bring us to the spider. And catching sight of coming out and heading for Krellin, in front of the group. This thing just going like claws raking in the air as it comes in and just like swinging at you, Krellin. As it gets within full sight of all 3 of you, everybody give me wisdom saves.
Shit. I'm great at those.
Not a good start, Krellin. Oh, it was there!
So close.
That's a way I run. Ira, you are safe and will not need to make further saves. You are immune to the scare of this thing.
Am I still frightened?
1 minute. At the end of your turn, though, you actually can give me 2 more wisdom saves. I believe you've had 2 turns since then.
Okay.
Yeah, at the end of your turn each time. That's what I was trying to remember before. Okay, that's a fail. And that's a fail.
Damn.
Alright, so... I think we have everybody but... Irua.
Yeah.
Nobody had any badass reserves going on over here. Okay. Alright, it is going to rake with its claws at Krell.
Even with the amulet? Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Is it gonna hit the bird?
As long as you
Wait,
don't kill
wait.
me.
Good correction. Yes, thank you for pointing out the amulet. So,
As long as he doesn't kill me, we'll be alright.
okay. What's your AC?
17.
And the amulet is in the bird's mouth on your shoulder, right?
He could have taken it from Quince, but Quince was still riding on his shoulder.
Virtual has it then.
Okay.
Would
Where is it?
Krellin have taken the amulet in his hands?
Well, Arbor handed me the amulet, so yeah, I would have taken it.
Yeah, it would have been in his hands. Quince is
Okay,
just
you have
riding
it
on
in
his
your
shoulder.
All right. Claw comes in, knocks it out of your hands, and flying across the room towards Percy.
Alright.
And it is going to attack at you again, this time with its bite attack.
I think it's fun. Percy still looks like Lady Valoresque.
Does.
Alright, you
Oh, that's a
dodge
good thing
out
or
of the
not.
way. After watching this thing go, you're kind of like turned to the side and kind of just lean up against the wall into the cobwebs there as it fails to hit you with its bite attack, and that is the end of its turn. Which I'll
You need to get the amulet.
do some combat out front with the guards and stuff and see how they all fare. But Arbor, you're up.
We need to get the amulet back to Krellin so he can shadow step behind this thing and keep running.
Regards to Marta, that's
All right, Arbor. Just
I'm just listening. I'm just basically at this, pressed up against this closed door, listening for when it sounds like someone's broken back in through this room to presumably
Yes.
Let me
No
back up.
sound coming from like anybody doing anything with the door itself. You just hear light sounds of combat coming from the other side of the door.
Okay.
Hold them tight.
Yeah,
All right. Go ahead and roll the wisdom save to try and get rid of the frightened condition.
That's what the plan is.
Damn. Alright. Krellin lost the necklace. This thing is attempting to bite you and lashing out at you.
So do I see where the necklace landed?
Give me a perception check. Or an investigation.
I'll go with perception.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, that's right, because
Yeah.
you're frightened. But
Yeah.
damn, nice
Yeah,
disadvantage.
still, yeah. No.
With 21, yeah, you see that it's sitting like right at Percy's feet,
Okay.
right there.
I will. I'll disengage.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw up, grab the necklace,
All right.
and then use my bonus action to shadow step to here.
Then use the rest of your movement.
And yeah, so 5, 7. Multiple passes.
So another
Okay.
40 feet of movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna just this direction. 5,
Oh, no, the door's right here.
10. Where?
It's like right in front of you.
I don't
This is the
see
part of the
it.
map, AJ, that I thought would be really cool if you actually had to do it like in a VR.
Oh, I didn't actually see
It's
it.
so
Okay.
freaking hard to see in here.
Yeah, so
I'm just watching him drag his token around,
Yeah, no.
and I'm loving it.
I'm going to the door.
Hey, bud.
Yeah, no, I'm going to the
I
door.
gave you instructions on how to get there.
Okay, as you get to the door starts to open.
What do I see inside?
A whole shit ton of treasure.
Alright, so I still have like 10 feet maybe? I'd have 15 feet. So
Okay.
5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. Irua.
Wisdom
Take this
save.
breath.
Oh yeah, do a wisdom save at the end of
Oh,
your
yeah.
turn, Crow. Good call, Herbert.
I mean,
That's a fail.
being frightened isn't the worst thing that can happen. I can always end that if I choose to.
It's true.
So this thing is kind of in front of us.
Yep.
And Krellin really just took off in the
It's
other
just
direction.
gone. You saw him blink out, and you don't know where he went.
Okay.
You didn't get the plan.
Yeah, no, I was going to turn to Percy and say, do you mind telling me what the plan is?
Well, I did tell him I'm gonna go grab the thing and come back.
Kellen's going
Yeah.
to grab the thing and come back.
No, yes, but why are you in here? And where is Arbor?
I'm in here to
suspected
get
that he-
you. Arbor is in one of the other chambers back in the main area. We might want to run now.
Okay. Yeah, Irua will go ahead and take off.
I'm just gonna like point in the direction.
Alright.
Irua's going to take off and move like just a little bit behind Percy. Whoop. Love this. Just yep.
Here?
Yeah, moving. Trying to. There we go. One more over to the left. And then one more left, one more down. I'm so sorry. One more diagonal space. Yeah. He is going to go ahead and hold his action.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and message you what that held action is.
Alright.
Because there's a specific trigger for it, and I don't know if it's going to happen with this creature on us. But that'll be my turn.
Alright. Percy.
All right, so
This thing is scary as all get out. Running away seems like a really good plan.
So
Since you are frightened.
yeah, she is frightened. She's going to just kind of like, even though she is frightened, it's like she's gonna yell at the creature, "Stop attacking!" And is gonna turn in and dash her way out of here.
As you yell at it and try to command it, you notice that it gets, if it was possible for it to get uglier, it has gotten uglier as its just mouth opens up in just a scream. As it doesn't like you.
Even though she still looks like Lady Valorous.
I think
Oh,
specifically
probably
because you look like Lady Valorous.
Ah, understood. Well, that's a problem for Lady Valorous.
If we escape, can we let this thing out?
Is that a good
Looking
idea?
at the size of it, it won't fit out the doors.
Yeah. But no, she's well, actually, no, I'm not gonna dash. Because as she passes by Irua, she is going to once again, she doesn't need Detect Magic up anymore, but she's gonna cast Heroism on him. So he's immune to being frightened and 2 temporary hit points at the start of each turn. So I'm gonna just put that on Irua as she's passing by, and is just gonna
There should be a second ability that's down below it. The other effect, the Heroism See Self. Drag that onto yourself. That'll trigger concentration.
Okay. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And the birds are gonna follow. Yeah.
You can get here
Okay.
with the diagonals.
Yeah, but
Hi, Irua.
but Irua has heroism, so he can't be frightened, and he gets temporary hit points. So.
All right.
What a hero.
Yeah.
Anything else, Percy?
Nope.
Okay, that makes it Spider-Man's turn here. Spider-Elf. Let's not get into Spider-Man.
We can't afford if Marvel were to sue us.
Alright, coming after you, Ira.
Perfectly fine.
Did Lady Valorous hunted enough, though? Or do you want to go after her?
Yeah.
Yo, that's pretty messed up.
Just saying.
I'm cool with it.
Gets up there and you watch as the hair just like starts to stand on end and comes out, and webbing just goes shooting out in front, filling a 30-foot cube. So it's going to fill 30-foot cube. Is that 6 by 6? Right?
6 by 6.
Yeah, 6 by 6.
Okay, so it's going to go from 1 square above you Irua all the way down to the bottom, and then all the way over, and we'll catch you, Percy.
Ah.
So, if I could draw a
We're
square.
right on the edge of it, though.
Oh, I guess I could do that.
And granted, so is Irua, but he's on the edge, close to the spider.
There we go. We'll draw pretty pictures. Alright, so has no initial effect by going out. But that is gonna be his action. Which put back to the guards out front. I'll roll some dice out there, see what they're doing. Scare you guys with lots of d20s being rolled.
Huh.
That's no big deal.
I'm hoping that it's in the gang coming to murder these guards for us, and then probably be sacrifices to the spider.
But otherwise, we're back to Arbor.
Do you guys think Arbor should come and help? Would Arbor come and help? Is he hearing things? Ahead?
What do you mean, up ahead? In front of you?
Am I hearing well, yes, am I hearing anything new
From the door? No.
Am I hearing anything from behind me?
You do hear, I guess you do hear somebody take a pretty massive hit on the other side. As they thud against the door and screech in pain.
Okay.
Emphasis on the screech. Oh, and Percy, you could roll to try and get rid of the frightening condition.
Oh, yeah.
Your turn.
Have to do that.
Nope.
That doesn't help.
Not enough.
Okay, so next I have a question about the frightened condition.
Mhm.
You're not allowed to move closer to the creature you're frightened of, but if
Correct.
you can't see it, can you move closer?
I think it's...
I think
No, it's you. The sight portion only counts on disadvantage,
So
but you
if
cannot consciously move closer to it.
If I know it's through that door over there, I can't consciously leave
Move
this
towards
room and
that
get
door.
closer to it.
Correct.
I think it's the fact that you know about it.
You know it's there, and it's
So it's
scary.
there.
So scary, your wisdom saves do not want to get you out of there.
I know. He can't do anything other than just stay vigilant and ready to pull this lever if people get through the door.
Which is kind of the fun thing, is until Krellin breaks, he's stuck back in that chamber because he can't come back towards it.
Which
Yeah.
I can use my action to do that.
Yeah.
To do what?
To break
Stillness of
the
mind.
frightened.
No, the breaking the frightened is only at the end of your turn.
Oh, he can use
I can use stillness of mind, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I can end one effect to myself that's causing me to be charmed or frightened.
Okay. Guess I'll make another. What? No!
Didn't go in the box.
On the box, and it was an 18.
Oh.
It was in the box, I swear. I take the 18
Box doesn't like your dice.
prize. I rolled an 18, I swear.
Alright, Krellin.
Alrighty.
This
All this
box
gold around
doesn't
me is
enter
like
the
actual
room.
gold. It's not illusion.
Yeah, you kick it. It's real. all gold and platinum. And the far side of the room, the Ark of the Covenant looking thing, is the box you're after. Gonna
So
be a
is
hefty
it like
load to carry if you're gonna
it's
try and
like
carry the box?
in the box? Ooh,
You
okay.
want to go check?
Yeah, let's do a check.
It went so well whenever that happened in the movies.
Truly. But where else would it be?
I'm gonna first check to see if this thing is trapped.
Okay.
That'd be investigation or perception?
Yeah, it'd be an investigation.
Shit.
Oh, the disadvantage doesn't count if you can't see the creature.
Yeah, so hit advantage and reroll. It's way too far down the hallway. You can't see shit.
I'll take that 15.
There you go. Don't find any traps.
Okay. Yeah, I'll open it up and see if the bow is in there.
It is. You open it up, you see this very old, very simple construction wooden bow. Just a bow. There's no string. It's just the wooden piece of the bow. There's no string, there's no arrows, there's no quiver.
Okay. Krellin's gonna take a deep breath and use his stillness of mind ability to end being frightened. He's gonna put on the gloves that Percy gave him. And he's gonna just take a big scoop of gold into his pouch that he has on his side. As much. Well, he's gonna aim for the platinum, but you know, gold is good too. And yeah, he'll grab this bow.
Alright, roll me a d20.
Ooh,
Nice.
That can't be bad, right?
And roll me a d10.
Shade.
19 gold and 7 platinum.
Other way around.
Oh, wow. Nice.
He was aiming
You're
for the
gonna share
platinum.
that, right?
Yeah, I was aiming for the platinum, that's true.
19 platinum, 7 gold.
Sweet. And yeah, I'll grab the bow, and I'm gonna turn around and start walking out.
Okay. I think we're kind of getting to the point where there's a lot of actions going on
Yeah,
here.
I'll grab it on my next turn.
Yeah, you did the stillness of mind, we did the check for traps, and you grabbed gold. I think we're probably tapped for actions
Yeah.
and interactions, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so Irua. Get your 2 temporary hit points.
Meh.
Thank you so much. Irua is going to sidestep out of the webbing.
At the start of your turn, since you are starting your turn
Oh.
inside this mess,
Shite. I die.
give me a dex save.
Okay.
That's not good.
I'm gonna add the D4. Yes.
Hold on.
Somebody redeeming some channel points.
Are you
I'm gonna do
doing
it.
a reroll for me?
I already did.
I'll do
Don't
it. Oh,
Thank you. I'll do it twice. I might need it. Who knows? Okay. So, here's that one.
Why am I not seeing
Yeah.
the
Okay.
you want me to just
And
redeem
then-
some for you again?
I mean, didn't both you and Conrad redeem it?
I haven't redeemed mine yet.
I haven't seen any redeem yet, so
let me
Oh,
try,
gosh,
let me try
darn
doing it again.
Yeah, for some reason they're
think
not
down
popping
You did
up.
it.
I see both.
it's probably
alright.
there's a lag on the stream at this point, so it's just now pulling up his 11.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but the chat should be pretty.
Yeah, the chat's not pulling. It's not showing our redeem.
I saw it.
The chat's almost always distracted. But yeah.
Why did I not
Heck, I'll
see
do it to myself.
Weird.
See, I can type stuff in.
Oh yeah. Here.
Huh.
I will do it. Because this is the third world, but there we go. There we go.
Okay. Third time's the charm. Okay. You are safe from the webbing at the moment. It is difficult terrain, but aside from that, it has no effect on you at the moment.
Okay, so Irua is going to sidestep, still staying within this creature's range,
Okay.
but moving one square to the right. And we're gonna see if. Huh,
Okay.
cool. Is this thing focused on him? Is this thing focused on Valorask?
Kind of both. It's not really I mean, it's focused in your guys' direction, but beyond that.
Okay. Then in that case, he's gonna go ahead and take another step back. So, moving this way. If it lets me. Trying to. I'm gonna move one down.
That's a dead end.
If this thing takes a swipe.
There.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, it's gonna swing it out with claw attack. $30 to hit.
Oh yeah. That is absolutely going to hit.
No, this is.
Down. We're going to go down.
Irua's not down yet.
Rakes in.
No, I meant, did you want to down and not just further right?
You go to kind of like
that's
back
what-
away, keeping your vigilance on there, and it just like rakes in across your front, just like ripping some of the feathers, the few feathers that are here on the outside, just like ripping them out as it spins you back, facing back towards Percy.
And here's my question. The armor that I've been half wearing this entire time, were those claws enough to rip it off?
You know what? With the 30 attack, we'll say yeah, it just ripped through the remaining levels of your armor and just dropped it to the ground. So yes, fly
Perfect.
birdie fly.
Great. Yeah, Iro's gonna look at Percy, and say, "Hey, I'm really sorry about this. I'm going to go ahead and use a bonus action to go ahead and harness divine energy and get back a second level spell slot, and then I'm going to use that second level spell slot to go ahead and cast Hold Person on Percy." So Percy has to make a wisdom save.
Fuck you!
Because
It started.
it has. It absolutely has.
Did that pass?
Bam, 17.
That does.
Ugh.
But I need you to re-roll. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
You.
wait.
I
Fuck
totally
you.
would. No, I wouldn't, because then everybody would just fall into re-rolls and stuff.
It'd be mean for me to force a reroll, right?
Yes.
Huh? Oh. No. I'll take the 30 in stride because it ripped off my
Actually,
armor.
I'm kind of at a disadvantage, so I thought maybe.
Especially unfair considering I've used both of my bardic inspirations on you.
That's true, and I use them to pass saves that I would have failed otherwise.
So next question, does she have disadvantage because she's frightened right now?
No, it's ability checks and attacks. It is not
That was a
saves.
saving throw.
Yeah.
In that case, Irua, is going to go ahead and fly. I got 5, 10, 15, 20. And I can get... So I used 5, 10 feet of movement. So 15. And then I'll move one more. Now, the fact that this is a cube, does that mean that literally like the entirety of this tunnel is just like has webbing like across it? Or is it only coating the ground?
No, you'd be able to fly above it.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, Iroh is gonna go ahead and fly above it right here.
Okay.
And
Yeah, okay.
okay. And he is going to go ahead and turn back towards the spider. And he's going to go ahead and hold there. He's not going to say a single thing to Percy about what he just pulled. And also, everybody still technically has the emboldening bond.
I thought you said it would fall away if anyone did anything.
If there was ill will behind it, but there was not ill will towards Percy in doing this. There's very much a reason behind it.
It wasn't ill will towards Percy, it was self-preservation.
Feels like a.
Hmm?
Feels like a.
That'd be the
It was so-
Oh, I can send you the reason. Absolutely. Yeah.
I want to know the reason.
feels
All
like
right.
Percy, you're up. The only person with no damage.
Yeah, Percy's gonna glare
Dex?
at Irua.
Yes, you
actually,
have to make a dex save at the beginning of your turn.
yes, okay. Dex save. Luckily, she has really good dex.
Famous last words.
Yeah, truly.
Why did it not?
Story of my life.
Yeah.
Damn!
Yeah, Percy's
That
gonna.
is good dex.
Percy's gonna slip out of the square of webbing, and she's going. I'm gonna do what I was gonna do anyway. She's not gonna worry about Irua. She'll deal with him later, and she's gonna cast Shatter at 3rd level on the spider creature.
Alright.
Ooh.
So it has to make a con save.
Boy, damage.
Woo! 20 and a 1.
I rolled 20 and a 1.
Damn.
And it has advantage?
Magic
Wow.
resistance.
Oh, magic resistance. But it still takes half
Half
damage.
Okay. Roll
Alright,
the
so
damage. And you can drop the damage straight on it. It'll automatically have it, so.
Okay. So I cast. It at.
As you're holding it,
Okay, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
ooh, that was a pretty good roll.
Yeah,
Wow, that was a really good roll.
even for taking half of it.
Yeah.
14 damage.
He shattered. I like that one.
Yeah. And you're gonna hear a loud, whether they're affected by, not that anyone else is affected by it, but you're gonna hear like thunder rolling through the cave system.
Does it affect the webs at all?
It would have to be an on the webs in this square, if that's what you're meaning, for it to affect.
Curious.
It does
Just
affect.
curious.
It does affect. Let me try to. A creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage. A non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it's in the spell's area. But the area is only 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
So she would have cast it, like, on the...
On top of the thing?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And then is also... You can... Yeah, she's gonna do that, and then she and her birds are gonna just run. Like, she's out of it. The birds are flying anyway, so she's gonna run down the path towards freedom. How far? There's 10, 20, 30, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Get here.
Okay.
Alright. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Spider move or spider elf. I gotta get
Spider elf.
up here.
Come on in. Take me out.
I think he might.
Yeah.
Oh no, I very well think that he will.
23.
That do be hitting.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Just goes and clips Irua, dropping you down to the ground in the middle of this web. Plummet down.
I think we've accepted that the charm spell is not in effect at this point.
At this point, the charm spell is gone because.
Yeah, we can accept it.
Also, y'all weren't
Yeah, we
nearly
can
as
accept that.
implicated by the charm spell.
Yeah, because as soon as they woke up, they'd know it was you. So